Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? All right, so we are out here at Bacon right now, and we just finished up Waterworks. So we parked here at the Bacon Trailhead, and actually, Waterworks is only 2 miles on a road pedal all the way down south on Crownsville Road. So it's a great warm up from here to get there. You jump right into the trailhead, and you can knock out about between 11 miles, depending on what loop you decide to take. I went with the new round loop that goes around the solar panel, then took our usual route all the way over to the plaza and then back. I hardly ever, I think we only done it once, the loop that actually takes you down to the riverfront not riverfront, but takes you down to like a little water area of Waterworks, and it just wasn't fun. So didn't end up doing that at all. I haven't done it other than once, like I said. So so coming back, I'm done with 15 miles, 1,500 feet of elevation, and then we're gonna try and ride Bacon. The temperature is dropping a little bit as the sun is setting. So I'm vested up right now. Got my balaclava ready because I cut my hair. The fro is gone. Yesterday y'all saw that the fro was gone. So I started getting chilly. So I got to throw the balaclava on. So recap from yesterday's ride. The change is that I have raised the stem up. So this is that same stem, the 45 millimeter stem. So with it being raised now, one thing that it does do as far as the feel, so the bike is designed around a 60 millimeter stem. So from this angle, you can see that we will normally be 15 millimeter more forward. That means that the amount of weight being transferred to the front would be different than how we have it currently. Now, although this shortens up the cockpit, as a rider, you have to lean more forward on the bike in order for it to keep that front grip. If you decided, hey, I'm just going to elevate straight up, then you actually, because you're effectively 15 millimeters rearward, you're actually not having enough pressure on the front. So when you ride this bike stock and you're like, oh man, this feels really good, it's versus when I change the stem, it's because your riding position actually has to change, because your position being from here and then going upward, you have to now shift your weight forward so that way it's more over the front, as you can see. So you actually have to pass the front bar as far as your head and everything, leaning forward, and that actually effectively puts you where you were or how the bike was designed. So just keep that in mind if you are changing stems. Some people don't go too short. If you start going like 35, you definitely got to lean forward, because if you start complaining, oh, I don't have front grip, that is why. All right, so keep that in mind, folks. I do like it where it is right now. It reminds me, hey, go ahead and lean on the front more, trust the front bite. With your body position more forward, you're not going to go OTB, chances are, again, because we shifted back into the cockpit versus how the bike is designed, that you're actually supposed to be leaned up more forward. So once you kind of get used to that, it's the same thing with the Ritmo, you actually have to get your position in that way. Aside from that, I did raise up the seat a little bit. I wasn't maximizing my stroke on my legs, so now I get a nice little stretch. I'll see if this works out or if it's too much. I may have to just bring it back down. I think right now I'm probably like 20 millimeters higher. So I may have to just bring that down to 15, just a little bit. But so far so good when I was climbing up the hills. The one thing on this one is that on the road I did lock it out. And it feels really good when it's locked out, man. It literally just feels like the Team Marin. It locks it out, and it is almost, it's pretty much a hardtail, which is freaking amazing, actually. One thing that I did notice is that when you lock it out, you should actually do like a little hop to extend the rear. So if you are sitting down and you lock it out, you'll actually notice that the sag there will actually stay about where 10% is, or 5%. As soon as you essentially get up and it finishes out the stroke of the suspension, then it stays and locks out completely at its what is 0. So just keep that in mind. That's one thing that I noticed when sitting down. I just looked down and was like, huh, interesting that it's closer to 15 than it is where it is at the moment. So just a little observation. Aside from that, everything else is looking good. I may just go out for a quick pedal just to stay warm, but I am feeling good. Try to stay in just the lower end of zone 3. So average most likely that 155 heart rate, stemming up to about 160. But going down the hills, my heart rate just drops really quick. So I was trying to sustain that as much as possible, but it is what it is. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the part 2 in a second, keep my legs warm, and then yeah, catch y'all guys later. Yo, what's going on, guys? Yes, I'm in the car. It was getting chilly out there. I didn't feel like putting on a jacket. So we just wrapped up everything. I'm actually basically home right now, where I just finished up 21 miles, 2,200 feet of elevation at 8.7 miles per hour. And I did meet my goal of trying to keep average basically in zone, like at the top of zone 2, bottom of zone 3. So it averaged out to be a 147 beats per minute. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to hit. The long, or not as much rest as I had from yesterday's 40 miler, which is similar type training, is kind of what hurt me today. So legs felt pretty darn done. I still had power. It's just that you can feel where you're at that edge, like, hey, I definitely need to do more rides like this, accumulation of what we did yesterday and today. So just longer rides, because I didn't fully recover from yesterday. I intentionally did not massage. I wanted to see how my recovery would be. I definitely got to massage my legs today, and met up with Brian. So I did the first 15, of course, as you saw, and then the last bit did with Brian. So that last like 6 miles, and he was going like at a 9.5, 9.7 average. So he was moving, man. He moved up to a 32 tooth in the front, and I was like, damn, dude. I was like, you are freaking moving out here. I was like, I don't even know how I kept up with you on the Ritmo, the way that you're moving right now. I know I was a few in and everything wasn't as powerful. However, he was, that's not taking anything away from him. He was still moving like crazy. So we ended up starting off at Bacon, of course, and then going to the field and then coming back. So got a good 6 miles in, some good elevation. Ended off basically still keeping it at 100 in true Bacon fashion. And yeah, so right now it's really just going to be a break until Friday when the rain stops. It's the next sunny day or non-rain day, so I'm just going to go ahead and rest the body, massage up, massage gun, and then go ahead and hit Friday. Hopefully I can get off of work for at least an hour before picking up the kid, and get some pedaling in. So even if it's for an hour, just something in, because then it's going to rain again Saturday. So, but we'll see possibly how everything goes. And I'm feeling good right now. I needed this particular training. The downside is when you look at the work that I did today, that it was 21 miles, 2,200 feet of elevation. However, it was only not even half of what the Quantico Epic 50 is going to be. So 2 months out, I'm like, damn, okay, I got to get good rest, got to treat my legs, and then got to pump out some longer rides. So this right now being at 21 miles, definitely got to keep pumping out longer and longer miles to sustain the legs. So all right, guys, so that's it. Definitely trying to keep that heart rate at a particular interval, although here at Waterworks and Bacon, you're still going to get those pumps. So it's going to go up and down, just trying to keep it at least closer to the average around that. So that's including the downhills where I recover pretty well. So, All right, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, I'm going to go eat, and rest up after a massage. All right, see y'all.